Okay, guys, so I do apologize. It has been a while. Lots and lots and lots of stuff and personal life that has kind of taken me away. So I do apologize. Had some a lot of overtime at work. Had some medical issues. Had a few deaths in the church that happened. Had a lot of stuff involving the church that's happened, and because of it, I have been lax in getting the videos out. But we are back on Seattle Sanctuary. I am super, super, super behind on all of my video watching, um, uh, including Old Bitty Gaming's videos. So I've got to get caught back up on that. But I stopped in with GM a little bit ago and discovered that the deed was done. So I had to set up new deed marker and everything. I have not done any work, but um, there's decay on pretty much everything that still remains. So we're kind of gonna yeah. There's 59.19 damage just on the cart. Um, I did go into the mine. I've lost my oven down here by the farm. All the crops are still there, but I've lost the bulk storage bin and the food storage bin. So we got a lot of work to get things back in order. I do still have my loom, surprisingly enough. Oh, there it is. Let's head over there to see how much damage is done on it. But I think things have settled down enough to where I can actually start doing the videos again. Let's check damage on this one. 74. So I don't know if we can even repair this. Oh, looks like we can repair it, but it's going to destroy the quality level. So we're going to need higher quality logs to fix the loom. Got to get some buildings up. Got to get the pathway repacked. Got a lot of leveling to do. Um, I'm sure there's work in the mine to do. Oh, there's my guard out there swimming. But yeah, so lots and lots and lots of work ahead of us. So we're going to be at this for quite a while. Probably go start back off with either, I don't know, half hour, 45-minute segments, maybe an hour. Um, so repairing just went up a little bit, and it's still going up. You can see it slowly ticking up as the repairs go on. So damage to stuff is not necessarily bad if you're trying to work on getting your repairing skill going. Um, Excessive damage to the point of almost complete decay is probably not a good thing. The other downside to it is um, you need the materials to be able to fix the quality level. So we were at, where are we at here? 4.79. Where are we at now? 3.5. So we lost 1 point, almost 1.3 quality just in repairing that, which is it's huge at this level. Um, and for those of you that are new to Worm Unlimited, Worm Online, whatever, there are no actual levels. It's all based on skill level. And as I said, I don't have the down here. I don't have my bulk storage bin or anything anymore, so I don't have any wood to work with. do I even have a hatchet on me? I don't even have a hatchet on me, so I can't even chop down wood at the moment. Let's see if there's one in the cart. So anyway, I did set the deed marker back up, and I logged back in with GM and put, I think it was 10 silver in for upkeep. So currently we have, yeah, it's 4 silver, 4 copper, and 40, or I'm sorry, 4 silver, 40 copper, 40 iron to um, survive on. Or I'm sorry, for the upkeep per month, we've got 11 silver to survive on. That's going to last me just over 2 months. Um, so I'm going to have to put in or put aside 10 silver to be able to pay back the GM. Um, because the whole point of being or doing Ironman is self-sufficiency. So borrowing is not an option. But I don't want this deed to completely decay out while I'm trying to fix everything that was lost during the month or so that I've been gone. Let's see if we've got one in here. Oh, you know what? I didn't even look in the cart, but let's see if we've got a hatchet in here. There's a crude axe. So that's not going to help me. But as you can see, my oven's gone. The pottery bowls are here on the ground, along with the frying pans. The frying pans are decaying away, so I'm probably going to have to make new frying pans. The forge has 59.4 damage. My iron hammer is about to be destroyed, so I'm going to have to repair that. What's in this one? We've got tar that's almost gone, file that's starting to decay. The anvil's doing okay at the moment, but so if I have a hatchet, actually, I'm going to grab this crude one. Just so I've got something to be able to chop some wood. Now, the crude's only going to give me quality level 1 stuff. But quality level 1 is better than nothing. So I can at least chop some wood and get started on working on a bulk storage bin or some walls for a house, something along those lines. Let's head back over to the cart and see what we got on there. Let's see. Yes, I do have a hatchet. It's only quality 4, but it's better than the crude axe. And actually, we're going to take the cart with us. So I've got something to put the wood in. We're not going to worry about the oaks here because I kind of want to keep those around. We're going to head over here. I think these are pine trees. And while we're running, let's stop for just a second. Open the cart. And we're going to start heading again. We're going to take all this stuff off of us. Throw it in there. The iron knife. And I don't have a backpack, so the settlement deed has to stay on me. Actually, do I have a backpack? Oh, I did make a backpack before going on hiatus. So we'll throw that in there so that we don't have that to worry about. Okay. Well, we're not completely destroyed. Jacket, sleeve. So it looks like some of my gear stayed on me, and I didn't destroy everything, which is good. I do actually have a belt. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's head over here. This is definitely off deed. But we're going to see if we can get some logs. What in the world? There's a den of some sort over here. So we're going to come over here and we're going to... Oh, no, that's an oak tree. Never mind. All right, so we're going to park the cart. So that we can start chopping here. Let's actually get... oh, I believe that's going to be in here to about... Why is it not showing me my tool belt? Interesting. Yeah, it's not coming up. So timers. So let's try something here. I don't normally use the tool belt, but pull that off. Okay. We're going to try to put it back on. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not showing it. Oh well, that's all right. We're not going to worry about it. But we do need the hatchet. Close that. We're going to close this. And see if we can get us some wood. And normally I would bash the stumps, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. We're really going to have to pay attention to food and water, because I have no food stores other than the farm, so I'm lucky we've got the farm still. Oof, it's a tough tree. It's an overaged. Wow. Damage 86. So it is being damaged, but gee, many. 94. There we go. Holy cow. There's got to be a lot of logs in this one. Oops. That's not what I wanted. Open. Only 8. And they're all QL1s. So my skills on this character must really not be all that great. Alright. Is up. Oh, this is the trough that I was pulling the dirt from before. Okay, that's fine. Well, that didn't help. I'm not going to worry about that one. We'll go back through and we'll pick up all the logs later. Uh-oh. That is definitely not something I want to deal with. I cannot handle a troll. That much I can pretty much guarantee. Yeah, and he is definitely chasing me. Let's lead him back to the property, I guess, and see what the guard can do. Since I've got his attention, I may as well keep his attention. First episode back, and I'm already encountering a troll. Where's my guard? Oh, there he is. Okay, we'll keep heading towards the guard. We're out here in the peat now. There's the guard. We're going to target him so that we can watch his health for just a minute. We may as well get some smacks in too. We're perfect distance away. Oh, Spirit Templar's dead? That's not good. Run. Okay, well, we are definitely going to have to fix that. And he's just going to keep following us. So we're going to run up here and see if we can fix the guard count. Settlement, manage guards. We're going to up that to 3. Okay. New guards will arrive soon. So we're just going to watch for the new guards and we're going to keep running this dude around. There's no way that I can handle him. I do have some cotton, but it's over on the cart. So I want to put some distance between me and the troll, if I can. Best way to do that is to get into the water. So you use some sort of paved pathway so that you get some better speed while they're not on paved pathway. And hopefully it's close enough to water. There we go. So he's back there. He's right there. So we're going to scoot off this way and see if we can grab some cotton. And then we'll come back. Hopefully the guards will have spawned by then. Oh, we do have 2 Spirit Templars already. So we're going to let them take him on. And we're going to run a risk and not worry about the cotton just yet. No, back up. So even though he's facing away, we want to watch our health bar. Because the game's glitchy that way. We're almost out of stamina too. There we go. Got 8 copper, 57 iron for killing the troll. And a club. Quality 45. That's going to help. So we're going to take this. We don't have the butcher knife. That's over on the cart. So he's just going to stay there for now. We're going to head back to the cart so we can heal up. We did get some combat skills out of that, though. Let's see. Aggressive fighting went to 7. So not a lot, but... And I'm sure that my staff went up as well. Let's see. Pole arms, right there. So we're at 708 for the staff, and 4.64 for pole arms because that's what we're choosing to use. All right. Let's grab out some cotton. And we want, let's say, 5 of these. Actually, let's go with keeping 5, and we'll pick the seeds from these other ones. Okay. Combine those, and now we'll use this for first aid. So we need our character screen up. And we're going to try to repair some of this damage. We have 1 wound, 1 wound. So only 2 wounds, but there's a lot of damage. It's 30 damage roughly on each one. And this will also work up our first aid skill to medium bruise on that one, and a bad bruise on this one. And honestly, I don't know at this point if it's better to use cotton or a farmer's salve, but I don't have any farmer's salve. I've never actually used it before. I know that from what I've read, it does tend to help with internal wounds, so like poisoning and whatnot. At least I think that's what I read. We're going to try to fix some of this at least. And we're not trying to actually cure the entire wound. We're just trying to make sure that it's bandaged so that it heals faster. And so far, we're failing. But we're going to keep trying. Hopefully, we don't run out of cotton. I probably should have only done 5 seeds, but that's okay. Oh, this one's already bandaged. Okay, see that little white dot right there? Down in the lower left-hand corner, that says that it's bandaged, so you don't even have to hover over it. But if you do, it'll say what the wound is, how bad it is, and that it's bandaged. So if we go to this one, see, it doesn't say that it's bandaged, so it's not bandaged at the moment. But that means that the leg wound will actually heal faster than if it wasn't bandaged. Mind logic is going up slightly. May as well clear that out. What is in the local? Oh, okay, that's just the chat with the guards. See, mind logic goes up when you use first aid. Not a lot, but it does go up a little bit. From what I've read, the fastest way to raise, I believe it was mind logic, was carpentry, building a house, and this is just a freebie little tip. Um, set your uh, set your building up, and it can be just a little one by one. It doesn't matter. You don't have to have any doors. If you're just looking to work it up, there's a little bit of a, yeah, I guess you could call it a cheater method. Um, you start building a wall, um, and it doesn't matter which wall, but work on a wall, build it, destroy it, build it, destroy it, and just keep at it because that's the apparently the fastest way to work mind logic up. It's also a very good way of working up your carpentry skills. It is a terrible, terrible way to maintain resources because you work a lot of resources. So unless you have a ton of wood around and nails and anything else that you need, you're just going to chew through the resources. So we keep failing at this one, but eventually we will get it. First aid will go up. Healing is starting to go up. First aid is now at 6. Ooh, that's a terrible number, in my opinion. So we're just going to queue up a couple of these so it just keeps going. Oh, and we don't even need to queue them. So now both wounds are bandaged, and it's just going to take a little bit of time to get them up there. We are down to about 50% health or food, 47%. So we're going to have to grab a pumpkin or two here in a minute. But right now, we're going to open the cart. We're going to take the cotton seeds off, and we're going to take this club off. The huge clawed shubs really aren't great for anything, in my opinion, other than bashing stuff. Um, they tend to be freebies from the trolls. Sure, you can use them as a weapon, but realistically, I mean, they are set up as a weapon. So if that's what you're after, you want to go with clubs or whatever, it's not a bad choice. As far as combat goes, it doesn't really matter which weapon you use. What matters is that you pick something and stick with it. You can have, unless you're a massive min-maxer, um, and you do all the research to find out what creatures are vulnerable against what things, whatever. Um, it's not really going to matter that much. A few points here and there isn't going to make the difference between most battles. So, oh, we don't need the cotton activated. We need the hatchet. So my suggestion is pick a weapon and just stick with it. Because by the time you get to high-end skills with it, you're going to be just pretty much just as effective as if you had chosen a different, weapon. So it's not going to matter if you decided to go with stabs, and down the road you decided, no, actually I wanted swords. Now you're going to have to get that skill with the swords up to where you had it with the staff. And let's say hypothetically both were at skill level 50, you're not really going to notice much of a difference between the two, regardless of what creature you're going up against. They're both going to do decent damage. So, um, and that's kind of from personal experience with playing the game. I've never actually gotten anything much beyond about 30. Um, and I don't play on the servers that everything's at 50 or 100x, whatever. Um, to me, that's just it's silliness to kick everything up into high gear like that, you don't actually get any um, enjoyment out of the game, really. This game was not designed to race through the skill levels. It was designed with the idea, uh, it was made for those that actually want to spend time and just chill out. Um, there are a lot of people that refuse to play games like this because it's not set up for ripping through levels. And a lot of people do like those type of games. My suggestion is, if that's the type of game you're looking for, then don't worry about playing Worm. Okay, so we do have a little bit of slightly higher quality, but we're not getting great quality. And some of that has to do with skills, some of it has to do with the equipment being used. But the best thing to do in this situation is to just keep at it. It doesn't matter what the quality level is that you're using. Sure, it's going to take longer to build stuff with it, and you can't use these lower level logs to do a whole lot as far as improvements or whatnot. There are a few things that they can be used for. Mostly this is firewood or beginner builds. And then you'll have to take the time to upgrade and so forth. Um, that's not a bad thing. Everybody's got to start somewhere. So um, don't get down on yourself if all you're getting is quality level 1 or quality level 3 wood or whatnot. Um, it can still be used. I mean, I can turn all of this into ash or charcoal piles if I really wanted to. Then I could get some ash. Sure, the higher quality the log, the better quality your final result is. See, all of these are quality level 1. I'm not worried about that. I'm just going to keep chopping. We don't want that. Stop that. So we're at 44 now. We'll go eat a pumpkin or two here in a minute. But worst case scenario, you go make a few nails and you turn all of these into planks. They're going to be garbage planks, but it's not going to matter if you're just making, you know, wood plank roadways on your deed. They still give you maximum movement speed. And some of us, kind of like the sound of walking across the wood. I know Old Biddy Gaming has mentioned that before, that she actually likes the sound of it. She likes the look of other types of paving, but some people like the sound of just walking across wood flooring. Nothing wrong with that. And you can use the quality level 1 planks for that. Yeah, they take a little bit longer, and you're not as successful with um, creating the flooring because it's lower quality, your skill's low. But again, you got to start somewhere. And quality level 1 planks still have a use. If nothing else, I mean, you take the quality level 1 logs, you turn them into quality level 1 planks, and you use them for fuel for your fire. You still get the skill ups. Oh, that was a cedar tree. Oops. That's okay. I don't care what kind of wood it is right now. I want to avoid using my oaks for the moment. Oaks are a or oak wood is a harder wood, so I can use those to make mallets and stuff. And one of the primary goals for this character is to create um, minimum, consistently create minimum uh, quality level of 50 tools to be able to sell. So open that up. Yep, we got all quality level ones. But again, I don't really care. I mean, it's all useful. I think this will be the last tree that we cut for a minute. Let's check our food here. We're at 42, so we're still okay. Wood cutting still going up. Hatchets going up. Axes are going up. Body strength and stamina are both going up. The body category is still going up. And the only thing you can't see down here, oh, actually, there's a couple of things. But let's see, it stops at paving. So you've got prospecting, coal making, milling, the archaeology and restoration, climbing and thatching. We're not doing any of that right now anyway. So, and we're not making anything. So carpentry, nothing in carpentry is going up. Or any of these, if something in that category starts going up, the main category header will turn green as well. Um, right now, all we're doing is chopping wood down, so you're only going to get a few things that go up. And I know I've got the carpentry window going right here, but we're going to be building stuff here in a minute. So body strength, stamina, and mind logic are in here, so you can see a few things. There's wood cutting right there. A few things you'll get the green over on your trackers if you've got tracking set up. Okay, there's that one. We should double check, make sure we're still bandaged. Okay, we're losing a lot of damage over time with these, but both of them are still bandaged. We've fixed about 4 damage on this on the torso, and was that 12 on the legs. So we're getting better. Oops. Okay, let's open up this pile. Oh, we got some decent logs in this one. 9s. So we'll definitely take this pile and put it in the cart. So we're going to save time, we're actually going to move the cart in. And we'll use those logs to build a bulk storage bin. That obviously will not be this episode. This episode, we're just going to go ahead and collect up some logs and run them back over to camp, get some food, get some water, and pretty much call it quits for this one. But this is more of just a, hey, we're back. We're trying to get some things taken care of. So we open this up, we'll move the cart over here, and then all we got to do is move those. Done. We don't have to carry anything. Okay, we're going to go over here, we're going to open this one, and we're going to move this in. We're going to open this one, and we're going to move it in. So we got to watch our weight, because at some point we won't be able to, and this guy's by himself, so we're just going to take him. But we won't be able to drag the cart anymore if we don't keep an eye on how much weight we have going on. This is our furthest pile out, so we'll go ahead and grab it. It's the cedar stuff. Okay, I can hear the cart still moving, so we're still okay. We know we can carry at least 32. Hopefully we can grab this last pile as well. Okay, that's 40. Yep. All right, let's double check, make sure we got all the piles. Looks like we do. Okay, let's head back over to the deed. And we're at 39 food, so yeah, we'll have to harvest a pumpkin. Well, it's going to give us more than one pumpkin, but I think the next few episodes we're probably going to be focused on um, the packing, leveling, and carpentry stuff. Getting a building in place, getting the land leveled, all that good stuff. Um, and then we'll go work in the mine a little bit and try to get some of that dealt with. We're not going to be putting the wood over here, or the bulk storage and food storage bins. We're going to actually set up a building up here, and then the farm will extend up this way. And we'll pull it away from the water there a little bit. So for now, yes, I know I'm out of stamina. I got it. Don't worry. There we go. So for now, we're just going to come up here and we're going to park the cart right here. So we're back on the deed. We've got the cart on the deed. And actually, I'm curious. Let me grab, let's grab a quality level 1. We'll grab a 1.4. We're going to activate the 1 and see if we can improve the, well, let's examine the cart first. Okay, it is a quality level 6.2 with 59 damage. So we're going to repair this, and it's going to take almost 4 minutes. You can't improve until you've fixed the damage. So you have to do the repairs first. And what I should have done was actually grabbed some food for a minute, but that's okay. So we are going to need the rake. We do not need the cotton on us right now, but that's okay, because if we get attacked again, I don't want to not have it. We can drop the hatchet off. We're going to need the saw. For the next episode. And actually, I think what I want to do is I'm not going to worry about the saw just yet. I think I'm going to grab the shovel, and we're going to finish repacking and whatnot to outline where we're at. We're not going to worry about leveling for the next episode. But we want to at least repack what we've got so we can see what we're dealing with again. We need the rake for the farm. And I guess we don't have the butcher knife in here. So we'll go get some food when we're done with this experiment. What I want to do is I want to see if the quality level 1 or the quality level 1.4 can improve the cart. I don't believe it can. And this was a 6.2. So let's actually let's sort by quality level. Okay. We're going to do a reverse sort. So our highest is 9.72. We know that it's going to be lower than 6.2, so we can grab this lowest quality, decent quality log as well. Okay? Then if the 1.0 or the 1.4 don't work, then we still have the 7.3 that will work. I believe you can use quality level 1 logs to fix fencing, but I'm not sure about the cart. I don't think you can. But we're going to get a definitive answer here in less than a minute. Because we'll examine the cart again when this is done, and we'll see what quality level it's at. And eventually we're going to get rid of all these crude items. We're not going to need them. But until I can get some bulk storage bins going and get some ore, decent quality ore, for low level anyway, going on, then I might want to keep them around for just a minute. Okay, so examine the cart. We are now at 4.7. We have no damage now, but okay, so we've got the log activated. We're going to go to improve. It's in too poor shape. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Too poor shape. So it's not going to let us use anything, just like with tools or armor or most of your other things. You need a higher quality item or base item resource than what the item is that you're trying to improve. So in this case, we've got a 4.7 quality level cart. We're going to use a 7.3 or 7.73 to improve it. And see, it only took 0.5 off. You damaged the cart a little. Okay, so we got to repair it again. Now we're going to try to improve it again. You notice some notches you must carve away in order to improve the cart. Well, that means we need to examine it again. Um, Okay, so we probably need, just taking a guess, the iron knife. Oh, no, that is not what we need. We need the carving knife, I think. Well, we'll try the iron knife. I don't think it's going to work. I think that is actually a utensil. Yes, that's cutlery. So that is absolutely not going to work. But we're at 5.4 versus the 4.7. So we did improve it a little bit. Um, that means that these logs can now go back on the cart for a minute. And it's raining. You do not need a rake to harvest. You need a rake to cultivate. So this is potatoes. That's grass. So here's a good example. Okay, we're already activated on the rake. So we can go here and we can cultivate this. And now it's usable dirt. It just needs to be dirt, but it's got to be a slope of less than 8, or I'm sorry, 8 or less in order to be able to utilize it. Strawberries, cucumbers, pea pods, tomatoes, carrots, corn, and then we have rice down there, but we don't have potable water yet. So it looks like, oh, let's see what's over this way. Looks like we have cabbage. This is onions, sugar beets, lots of sugar beets apparently. What's this one? Lettuce. Okay, I think our best option is going to be, at this point, is probably going to be pumpkins because we only have one cabbage and we don't want the seeds to decay. We need time to be able to build a food storage bin. So we're going to go ahead and harvest this field. We're going to take whatever pumpkins we got. Hopefully they don't decay away. Okay, we got 6 pumpkins. So we're going to select 2 of them and eat, just to get our food stores back up. We're down to 33%. This is not going to give us nutrition. This is only going to give us food. We got 1% out of that pumpkin. So we're definitely going to need to eat more. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and eat then. We may have to dig up a second one. We don't have any meat. We have nothing to basically make a casserole with. And we have nowhere to put any seeds or excess food so it doesn't decay right now. So we've got to be really careful on what we're eating, how much we're eating. These are garbage quality pumpkins. They're only QL1. They do have a full kilo of weight. That's the only benefit that we're getting right now. So the other thing you can do if you don't have a farm that's already going, go out and forage. Find some grass tiles. Just forage and eat whatever you find. It is more beneficial to actually use the veggies that you find um, to make a farm because you can get more food by allowing it to grow. But if you can't afford that at the moment, not coin wise or financially, you can make a farm completely off deed out in the middle of nowhere. But if you are so low on health or on your food um, that there's just no way around it, eat what you got. Go forage a bit. Um, don't worry about botanizing. Botanizing is going to give you herbs, and you can't just eat herbs. That's for seasoning for cooking. But if you absolutely are out of food and you've already gone through your fasting period, the game will not let you do anything until you get something in your stomach. Go forage, and then yeah, we're definitely going to have to harvest another field. Probably going to have to harvest another field. But we got to get our food stores up. We're at 40 now. But yeah, so go out and eat whatever it is that you end up foraging. That'll get your food up a little bit so you can at least do something. And then spend a little bit of time, forage a little more. Um, Kick your rake out and, you know, cultivate some dirt tiles, plant that particular or sow those particular seeds or veggies. Some veggies don't require like potatoes. You can just dump a potato in the ground, but then you can start a little farm, grow the veggies, and now you've got even more food. So it's not really a gamble. It's also not a hurry up and wait thing. Um, this is definitely planned diligence. So you have to plan out your farms, make sure you got the food or the seeds that you're going to need, or the raw veggies that don't require seeds, so that you can plant them in the ground. You got to wait whatever the time is set on that particular server. Um, about, I would say, roughly halfway through, it's going to tell you that it needs to be tended. So you get your rake out, you tend the fields, and keep going from there. I'm going to eat this set. That's going to put us over 50. Yeah, it's definitely putting us closer to where we need to be. We're taking a pretty good hit on nutrition, but that's what happens when you don't cook the food. So, most of your beginner cooked foods do not offer a lot of your food level, but they offer more nutrition. Your uncooked foods are going to take away from nutrition, and they're going to offer less or going to offer more of your food percentage. So it's a fine balance. When you get into more advanced cooking, you're going to get your calories, carbs, fats, and proteins um, from the advanced cookings. You're also going to get way better nutrition. The food itself is going to fill up your food meter a little better. So if you're planning on being a chef of sorts, you're going to need a pretty extensive garden. You're going to need to botanize and get herbs and plan out your meals. And the higher your skill gets, the better your foods are going to be. Okay, so we ended up at 59 food, 27 nutrition. Um, I'm not going to harvest this field yet because I've got, let's see, let's go back here. We'll take this away. We got, oh, just so you guys can see, here's grass. So 1, 2, 3 tiles. We've been getting 6 pumpkins. That means I've got 3 seeds that are going to end up going to waste at the moment. I've got nowhere to put them. I don't want that. Why do I have a shark? Well, that kind of changes things a little bit. All right, so we got things going a little bit. We're going to get some water. And that is going to be it for this episode. Drink some water. So fine carpentry did raise up, but that's because we were repairing that cart. So we're now at 8.01. At the start of the episode, we were at 7.99. So it really didn't raise it that much, but we're going to go back up here to the cart, and that is going to be our starting point for the next episode. We will get this one closed out, and let's see. I believe, just to show you show you guys where the boundaries are real quick. This last dirt pile or packed dirt is the edge this way. It goes all the way down into the water, and then over here, just so you guys can see what the new borders are. I've taken it a few tiles over. I think it's like 10 tiles past the mine entrance now, and it was way up here. Um, I think it was right about here before, but now it goes beyond the mine, so that way the mine is now included. And up here, or going this way, so yeah, the whole thing goes down into the water. But up this way, you can see the marshland here. I think this is the last tile here. Let's see. So if we go past this tile that we're in, yep. So where this cut in is no longer part of the deed. This last tile out here is. So we do have the shovel. So we're going to go ahead and pack this one just so that we know exactly where the last tile is. There we go. So effectively everything from here down into the water and going over that way pretty much to that oak. I think maybe to that oak. Yeah, I think this one's included in the property. But maybe to that oak there. So it's a fairly large deed, and then it goes way over that way, past, down into the mine. So the deed is now, I think it's 37 by 46 or something along those lines. So we've got a lot of work to do. We are not going to be flattening and leveling the entire deed. That's just silliness. Um, but we can come here, we can go to settlement, show village plan, and I've got to bring this all the way up here, and we'll extend this out so that you guys can see. So there's the mine entrance there. So yeah, we go roughly 10 tiles up, and then there's that pack tile that we just did, and it goes way out into the water. And yeah, so there's a few oak trees that are still on deed, and then this tree here that I was trying to point out is the last tree marking the end of the deed. But effectively, this is all the dirt that we have. So we could actually back this off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we could back this off a little bit and resize the deed down a little. But I want to have enough space to be able to build a dock. And I may decide to actually do that off of the mine now. So yeah, let's plan on doing that because that's deep enough for a shallow, like a little rowboat or something. So I think that might work. So we'll go ahead and back this off a little bit. That'll cut down our cost a little. Let's close that. Let's resize this. Good gravy. That's not it. Oh, there it is. Resize. Okay, so we don't need it to go 25 west. We can probably go 20 west. We'll bring this up. Yeah, that puts it a lot closer to the shoreline. But now you guys can see just how far over it goes. See, all of these are deed markers. So it shows you where the deed uh, ends up being. So if you've never created a deed before, you can do the initial setup, and then the first time you click survey area, it's going to pop up all of these little deed markers so that you can see kind of the area that you're looking at. But as you can see, the mine will go further over this way now. That's all on deed. Now, obviously, I'm going to end up mining further back and what have you, but I'm not going to worry about that so much. That all doesn't need to be on deed. I was more concerned with um, the mine entrance and the like the forge and that sort of excuse me, that sort of thing, not decaying away. If it's off deed, it'll decay away. But it's a fairly large deed. But this gives us plenty of room to be able to build a little dock right here. Um, and then, obviously the pathway is right next, connects to it. Um, and we'll continue that pathway out so that we can basically just kind of always be on a path, um, walking through the property, the different buildings or what have you. And we're not going to have too many. We'll have a few buildings, but okay. So the next step, it wants the perimeter tile. We don't need to change that. 5 tiles is perfectly fine all the way around the perimeter. So we click survey again, asks us if we want to change the name. We're not going to. Gives you the motto. We're not going to change the motto. So we're going to save this. We don't need to change the guard number. In fact, I'm actually going to drop that back down to 2 because we don't necessarily need 3 guards. So we're going to drop that to 2. Now we get the update of everything. So it's 32 by 46. It's going to cost upkeep of 2 silver, 94 copper. So basically 3 silver a month. And then we can have 133 maximum citizens. Now keep in mind, branded animals is considered a branded animal is considered a citizen. So if you're branding your animals, which you probably should be, um, it's going to cost, or it's going to cost a citizen slot. But if you're not having any other players acting as citizens in your area, then you don't need to worry about it. Brand all of your animals. And you count as a citizen as well. You're the mayor, but you're counted as a citizen. So total upkeep now will be 4 silver, so basically 5 silver a month. Okay, so we're going to resize. Now we're done. So we're not going to go as far out into the water into area that doesn't really matter. And a lot of people will literally just put it at the edge and they'll build their dock out, and you can do that. There's nothing saying that you can't. But that's kind of where we're at the moment. Um, we're going to call it quits for there, or at this point. We remember we are on Seattle Sanctuary. Um, this is the Ironman area for Worm Unlimited. Most of what I do works for both Worm Unlimited and Worm Online, although the official Worm Online servers are slightly different. So keep that in mind. Seattle Sanctuary is a free server. You're welcome to come over, join us. We've got a pretty decent community over here. It's small, but it's decent. Everybody's really friendly. A few people don't really talk that much, but um, if that's you, then more power to you. Come on, do your thing. You don't have to interact with other people. The only thing that we ask is that you leave your drama at the door. We don't want to deal with your drama. Don't come in being a jerk. Um, be friendly to people. And nobody has an issue with being friendly back. If you have issues, talk to myself. Talk to Obity Gaming. She's got a GM character as well. We've got a couple of chat monitors um, that are more than willing to help you out. We've got several veterans that know quite a bit about the game. I'm just going to look to see if we've got the right there butchering knife. So we're going to take that. So the last thing that we're going to do in this episode is take care of this troll over here. Because I don't want a troll corpse on the deed here. No point in it. So we do have the shovel, so we can bury the remains. But we're going to grab the butchering knife. We're going to go ahead and butcher this. Um, but if you enjoyed the episode, please, consider giving me a thumbs up. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. It tells me that you're watching the videos. Um, helps with the overall placement of my videos so other people can find them. If you found this content useful or helpful or funny or whatever, it helps in that way as well. It gives the encouragement to keep going. So, um, yeah, I know. Humanoid meat. Got it. So we're going to take this and we're going to move over here. We're going to activate the shovel. And now that we're in basically dirt area, we're going, oh, better yet, we're not going to bury it because we need the coin. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to slowly meander our way over to the deed token and we're going to sell the corpse. Because that'll give us, I think it's like 11 iron, but that helps to keep the upkeep cost down. More corpses you sell to the token, or the more higher quality items that you sell to the token, the less you have to come up with to pay for the upkeep. So we did get 2 meats. We failed to produce a tooth. We failed to produce a gland. So we're not getting a whole lot from trolls, but we got that club. So we could actually sell the club to the token. In fact, I think we will. For the sake of saving other people the headache of or the risk of trying to figure out what uh, the cost is, or the coin that they would get for selling a club, we're going to go ahead and sell ours. Because sometime down the road, I'm going to end up, I already know, I'm going to end up fighting another troll. And chances are I'm going to get another club. So Um, I'm going to sell this one. I think I put it, yeah, I put it on the cart, which is right next to the deed token. So we're going to sell the club. We're going to sell the corpse. We're going to go ahead and put the meat and all the excess in the cart, and then we're going to call it a day for this video. So I appreciate everybody watching. I thank all of my subscribers. Um, if you want to see more of this content, consider subscribing. Um, hit the bell notifications icon so that you can be notified when new videos come out. I do apologize again for the long delay in putting out a new video. I think things have settled down enough that I can start putting out daily videos again. And I do videos pretty much every day except for Saturday. No, he wanted in here. Sorry. For those of you that don't know, I have dogs. I have roommates. I have a wife. Um, there, everything's real. So I don't do a whole lot of editing. You get exactly what happens. Um, come on. Okay, so we've got the corpse activated. I'm gonna move that over. We go to sell. We get 11 irons for that. But rather than burying it and possibly getting some coin, this is a guaranteed way of getting at least a little bit of coin. So we're going to open the cart and we're going to take out that club because it is a quality level 45. So we should be able to get some coin from it as well. So we're going to activate that. Let's see what we get. We got 5 irons, so not a lot, but it's still something. Okay, and I'm not a fan of eating humanoid meat, so we're going to sell that. 2 irons. We'll get another 2 irons. So 20 irons for selling basically everything that came off that troll. Plus what we got for actually killing the troll. And that was, let's see, chopping. Yeah, that's way up here, I think. Holy cow. Oh, it was down past this. Yep, troll set off an alarm. Okay, so it's past this. We got 8 copper, 57 iron when we helped to kill the troll. So, all in all, 8 copper and 77 iron from one troll. Not terrible. Not great, but not terrible. But that's going to be it for this episode. I appreciate everybody watching. If you want to see some more, come back, grab the next video, or look in the playlists and start at the beginning, start in the middle, start wherever you want. Doesn't matter. Um, enjoy all the videos. There is a chance that here pretty soon I will be starting a new series, and it's not going to be a new game. It's going to be the homage to Gamester for Life's tutorial series. I will be redoing every episode. Not that I am doing a better job or that I think I can do, better tutorial, but just to make sure that everyone understands that the information that Gamester for Life provided in his tutorial series for Worm Online / Worm Unlimited is still relevant. I will try to provide any updated information, but I'm planning on going through the entire series, episode by episode, reposting in my own words and with my own methods the same tutorials that Gamester for Life put out as an honor and out of respect for him, for what he did for the Worm Unlimited and Worm Online community. My understanding is that Gamester for Life sadly has already passed away. We have not seen any new content from him in quite a little while. Um, if that is not the case, and you know for a fact that Gamester is still around, please let me know. If he is not, then out of respect for what he has given our community, that is what these episodes are for. Um, if you know that he has passed and he is no longer among the community, um, and you've got more information than what we've been given, um, then please leave a comment as well. We would like to know more about what possibly had happened to him, or what he's doing these days, or what have you. Um, we have a member on Seattle Sanctuary that has given us some information. Thank you, Morph, for the information you've given. Um, but if you have more information, um, then we're receptive to whatever information you have. If you're in touch with Rainstorm, and you can lead her over to the channel to provide some more information. My understanding was Gamester for Life and Rainstorm were both very, very close. Um, they were good friends. They ran a server together. They did a lot of videos together. Um, much respect to Rainstorm as well for all the content that she's provided or helped to provide. Um, so the tutorial videos that I will be putting out are not to discount anything that Gamester for Life has put out, that he did. Um, these are just to update what was provided in his tutorials, and I cannot guarantee when they're going to be started or how often I'm going to be able to do them, but that's one of the next goals. So thank you again, everyone, for watching, and at this point, we'll just, we'll see you in the next one. Um, I enjoy knowing that the videos are being appreciated by other people. Um, and even if I've only got one viewer, which would inevitably be my wife, I'm still going to make them. Um, Unfortunately, sometimes life takes me away. So once again, I do apologize for the long delay, but I think we're okay for a little while, and we're gonna be just putting out as many as we can, as often as we can, and hopefully you guys are wanting to come along for the ride. So um, that's it for me for today. Um, yeah, we'll see you in the next one.